Welcome to this comprehensive guide on understanding the curved surface area of a cylinder. Today we'll explore what curved surface area means, how to visualize it, and why this concept is essential in mathematics and real-world applications. First, what exactly is a cylinder? A cylinder is a three-dimensional geometric shape that consists of two parallel circular bases connected by a curved surface. Think of common objects like a soup can, a water pipe, or a paper towel roll. The curved surface area, or CSA, refers specifically to the area of the curved part of the cylinder. This does not include the area of the top and bottom circular bases. We're focusing only on the curved surface that wraps around the cylinder. Understanding curved surface area is crucial in many real-world applications. In manufacturing, engineers need to calculate how much material is required to wrap cylindrical objects. In engineering, CSA helps determine heat transfer rates and surface coating requirements. In packaging, it's essential for calculating label sizes and wrapping materials. Throughout this series, you'll master the key terminology, including radius and height, learn the fundamental formula CSA equals 2πrh, work through step-by-step problem-solving examples, and explore practical applications for material calculations. By the end, you'll be confident in calculating curved surface areas for any cylindrical object. Now that you understand what curved surface area is and why it matters, you're ready to dive deeper into the mathematical concepts. In the next section, we'll define the key terms you need to know: cylinder, radius, and height. Before we can work with the curved surface area formula, we need to understand the fundamental components of a cylinder. A cylinder is a three-dimensional geometric shape that consists of two parallel circular bases connected by a curved surface. The first key measurement we need to understand is the radius, represented by the letter r. The radius is the distance from the center of the circular base to any point on the edge of that circle. The second crucial measurement is the height, represented by the letter h. The height of a cylinder is the perpendicular distance between the two circular bases. This is the straight line distance that measures how tall the cylinder is. Now let's see both measurements together. The radius r determines the size of the circular bases, while the height h determines how tall the cylinder is. These two measurements are all we need to calculate the curved surface area. Now we arrive at the heart of our topic, the formula for calculating the curved surface area of a cylinder. This is the mathematical tool that will allow us to find the area of just the curved side of any cylinder. The formula is CSA equals 2πrh. This elegant equation contains everything we need to calculate the curved surface area. But what does each part mean? Let me show you using a visual representation of a cylinder. Here we have our cylinder. Notice that I've highlighted the curved surface in gold. This curved surface is exactly what our formula calculates. Not the top circle, not the bottom circle, but only this curved side surface. Now let me show you the radius and height. The radius, represented by r, is the distance from the center of the circular base to its edge. The height, represented by h, is the vertical distance between the top and bottom of the cylinder. Now let's break down each component of our formula to understand what role each part plays in the calculation. CSA stands for curved surface area. This is what we're trying to find. It represents the area of only the curved side of the cylinder, measured in square units. The number 2 is a constant multiplier that appears in our formula. This comes from the mathematical relationship between the circumference of a circle and the area of the curved surface when we unroll it. Pi, represented by the Greek letter pi, is approximately 3.14159. This mathematical constant appears whenever we work with circles. And since our cylinder has circular bases, pi is essential to our calculation. The letter r represents the radius of the circular base. This is the distance from the center of the circle to any point on its edge. The radius determines how wide our cylinder is. Finally, h represents the height of the cylinder. This is the vertical distance between the top and bottom circular faces. The height determines how tall our cylinder is. It's crucial to remember that this formula calculates only the curved surface area. It does not include the area of the top and bottom circular faces. We're finding the area of just the curved side that wraps around the cylinder. So remember, CSA equals 2πrh. This formula multiplies 2 times pi times the radius times the height to give us the curved surface area in square units. In the next section, we'll see exactly why this formula works by unrolling the cylinder. Now we're going to discover why the formula CSA equals 2 pi RH actually works. The key insight comes from imagining what happens when we unroll the curved surface of a cylinder. First, let's identify the circumference of the cylinder's base. The circumference is the distance around the circular base, which we know is 2 pi r. Now imagine we carefully cut the curved surface of the cylinder and unroll it completely flat. What shape do we get? We get a rectangle. The height of this rectangle is exactly the same as the height of our original cylinder, which is h. But what about the width of this rectangle? The width is the distance that was wrapped around the cylinder, which is exactly the circumference of the base, 2 pi r. Now we can calculate the area of this rectangle using the basic formula. Area equals length times width. Substituting our values, the area equals 2 pi r times h. Simplifying this expression, we get area equals 2 pi rh. This is exactly our curved surface area formula. This derivation shows us that the curved surface area formula isn't just a memorized equation. It comes from the logical fact that when we unroll a cylinder's surface, we get a rectangle whose area we can easily calculate. The formula CSA equals 2 pi rh makes perfect geometric sense. Now that we understand the formula for curved surface area, it's time to apply it to a concrete example. We'll work through this problem step by step to see exactly how the formula works in practice. Here we have a cylinder with a radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 10 centimeters. Our goal is to find the curved surface area of this cylinder. Notice how the radius extends from the center to the edge of the circular base. And the height represents the distance between the top and bottom circular faces. To solve this problem, we start with the formula for curved surface area. Remember, CSA equals 2 pi rh, where r is the radius and h is the height. In step 2, we substitute our given values into the formula. We replace r with 5 and h with 10, giving us CSA equals 2 pi times 5 times 10. Step 3 involves simplifying our expression. When we multiply 2 times 5 times 10, we get 100. So our curved surface area equals 100 pi square centimeters. Finally, we convert our answer to a decimal approximation. Using pi approximately equals 3.14, we calculate 100 times 3.14, which equals 314 square centimeters. Therefore, the curved surface area of our cylinder is 314 square centimeters. This represents the area of the curved surface that wraps around the cylinder, excluding the top and bottom circular faces. Remember, this systematic approach of substituting values into the formula and simplifying step by step will work for finding the curved surface area of any cylinder, regardless of its dimensions. Now we'll work through our second example problem. This time, we're given the diameter instead of the radius, which is a common situation you'll encounter. We have a cylinder with a height of 8 centimeters and a diameter of 6 centimeters. Notice that we're given the diameter, not the radius. Before we can use our curved surface area formula, we need to convert the diameter to radius. Remember, the radius is always half the diameter. Step 1. Convert diameter to radius. The relationship between diameter and radius is that radius equals diameter divided by 2. Now we substitute our diameter value of 6 centimeters into the formula. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So our radius is 3 centimeters. Perfect. Now we can update our cylinder diagram to show that the radius is 3 centimeters. Now that we have our radius, we can apply the curved surface area formula. Step 2, apply the curved surface area formula. Remember, CSA equals 2 pi rh. Step 3, substitute our values. We have radius equals 3 centimeters and height equals 8 centimeters. Step 4, calculate the result. 2 times 3 times 8 equals 48. So our exact answer is 48 pi square centimeters. Finally, we'll convert this to a decimal approximation using pi approximately equals 3.14. Step 5, convert to decimal approximation. Using pi approximately equals 3.14, we calculate 48 times 3.14, which equals 105.72 square centimeters. The key takeaway from this problem is to always remember to convert diameter to radius before applying the curved surface area formula. This is a common mistake that students make. So always double check that you're using the radius, not the diameter. Now that we understand how to calculate curved surface area, let's explore how this mathematical concept applies to real-world situations. Understanding CSA has many practical uses in engineering, manufacturing, and everyday problem solving. Consider a common engineering problem: wrapping insulation around a cylindrical pipe. To determine how much insulation material you need, you must calculate the curved surface area of the pipe. The insulation wraps around the curved surface of the pipe. The amount of material needed equals the curved surface area of the cylinder. Using our formula CSA equals 2 pi RH, we substitute the values. Radius equals 15 centimeters and height equals 200 centimeters. This gives us 2 times pi times 15 times 200, which equals approximately 18,850 square centimeters of insulation material needed. Another common application is determining the size of labels for cylindrical cans. Food manufacturers need to know the curved surface area to design labels that fit perfectly around their products. For a can with radius 3.2 centimeters and height 12 centimeters, the curved surface area is 2 pi times 3.2 times 12, which equals approximately 241 square centimeters. This tells the manufacturer exactly how much label material is needed. In industrial applications, engineers often need to estimate material costs. Consider painting the curved surface of a large storage tank. The cost depends directly on the surface area to be covered. First, we calculate the curved surface area. 2 pi times 2.5 times 8 equals 125.66 square meters. Then we multiply by the paint cost of $15 per square meter to get a total cost of $1,884.90. Curved surface area calculations are essential in many fields. Engineers use CSA for design and material planning. Manufacturers need it for coating, wrapping, and labeling processes. It's also crucial for cost estimation and heat transfer calculations in industrial applications. Remember, all these practical applications rely on the same fundamental formula: CSA equals 2 pi RH. This simple mathematical relationship connects abstract geometry to real-world problem solving, making it an invaluable tool for engineers, designers, and manufacturers. We've covered a lot of ground in this video about the curved surface area of cylinders. The most important takeaway is our fundamental formula. Remember, CSA equals 2 pi RH, where r is the radius of the circular base and h is the height of the cylinder. This formula comes from visualizing the curved surface as a rectangle when unrolled. Throughout this video, we explored several key concepts that build your understanding of curved surface area calculations. We also discussed the practical applications of curved surface area in real-world scenarios, from engineering to manufacturing. The cylinder, with its radius and height, is a fundamental three-dimensional shape that appears everywhere in our daily lives and professional applications. Understanding how to calculate curved surface area gives you a powerful tool for solving real-world problems involving cylindrical objects like pipes, cans, tanks, and many other structures. If this video helped you understand curved surface area of cylinders, please give it a thumbs up. Your likes help other students find this content. Leave a comment below if you have questions about any of the examples we worked through, or if there are other geometry topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more step-by-step math tutorials. I regularly post new videos covering algebra, geometry, and calculus topics that will help you succeed in your math courses. Thank you for watching, and remember, with practice and the right approach, any math concept can be mastered. Keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.